Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of UA Eats. I'm UA, and I came all the way up here to the Bronx, to Riverdale, Bronx, which is not even like the South Bronx. I'm here in like the kind of like the northern part of the Bronx, and it was not close. It was quite a journey, but I'm here because you guys know that I love Jewish delis, and you know that I love pastrami sandwiches, corned beef, all that good stuff. So I'm here in the Bronx to review Liebman's Deli, and yeah, this place has been around for like 70 years, and a lot of people say that this is one of the best delis in New York. And while Katz is maybe famous, some people think that this place is better than Katz's even. And actually, I think I could be mistaken, but I think this is actually one of the last Jewish delis in the whole Bronx, maybe even the last one. So let me keep me honest in the comments. Let me know if I'm mistaken. But yeah, so despite how the neighborhood may have changed, this place is still going strong, it seems like. So we haven't done pastrami in a while on this channel, so I can't wait. I feel like I really need to scratch that pastrami itch, so let's try it. All right, guys, so we are now inside of Liebman's, and yeah, this place, yeah, it kind of just looks like your standard Jewish deli. We've been to so many on this channel, and I've been to so many that, you know, they kind of all sort of look similar at a certain point, but when you come in, you kind of see some of their hanging meats, you kind of see some of the other things they have. They have their matzo ball soup on display, and it looks delicious, piping hot. The matzo balls look freshly made. Oh, it's gonna be hard to say no to that. And on the inside, it's actually a small space. I mean, this isn't exactly Katz's Deli, you know? It's not exactly like the huge cafeteria space that's Katz's Deli, almost like a army barracks, like a mess hall or something. Here it's like a smaller space, and I kind of like it. It feels more intimate and more, you know, I guess that's what makes it like a Bronx local spot rather than this huge tourist attraction. And the walls actually have some nice decorations too. It looks like this is a Jewish deli, but it very much is a Jewish deli. That's what I'm presuming these, I'm not Jewish myself, but I think that that's what these pictures on the walls are representing, like some things from Jewish culture and religion. So, and that's kind of neat, especially because a lot of Jewish delis are like Jewish style delis, and more so the food rather than like the rather than like keeping kosher or anything. But let's take a look at the menu. So we'll look at the menu, and yeah, since 1953, so they're past 70 years at this point. Hopefully this place will be going for another 70 years. I have a good feeling about this place. Delicatessen restaurants and caterers. Yeah, those are some of the hanging meats that I think we passed when we came in. I don't know if I got a shot of it, maybe I'll try later, but they're plugging that they're serving quality kosher food. So yeah, you know, not just Jewish style food, like actual Jewish food, kosher food. So, and let's take a look at the menu, and yeah, the franks. I hear the hot dogs are very good here. So, you know, I just had hot dogs the other day, so otherwise we would get it today, but definitely tempting to give this a try. Maybe sometime in the future. Knishes, fries. Actually, don't sleep on some deli fries. Like some delis, actually, Katz's is known for having really good fries, so don't sleep on the fries. And then there's the chicken soup that we saw. So of course we want to get a matzo ball soup, a big old matzo ball, and hopefully a freshly made chicken soup. All sorts of other deli options. Some may not be for everyone, chopped liver and things like that. They even have things like meatloaf and beef tongue and whatnot. But yeah, let's take a look at the top here. This is the section that we're gonna zero in here. We have not had pastrami in so long. Pastrami and corned beef, I'm actually not sure which I like more. Pretty tough. I think I like pastrami more because I like that spicy bark, and the pastrami is usually fattier, but corned beef is growing on me, so probably gonna do pastrami, but we'll see. I think we'll probably do a pastrami. Can't go wrong with that. And you can even get it extra lean if you would like. And you can also do open sandwiches, I guess, if you're, I don't know, maybe if you're like, yeah, watching, yeah, there you go, Weight Watchers. Yeah, if you're, you know, you don't want to eat so much bread, so much starch. Then they got cold cuts, but coming here for cold cuts feels like, you know, feels like that would be a mistake. It would be a mistake. Burgers and whatnot, chicken sandwiches, latkes and whatnot, mashed potatoes, potato salad, and then they got steaks even, and then they got all sorts of other entrees if you're curious as to their selection. And just showing you the back, they got some other apps. They even have bagels, it looks like, bagels and lox with capers, omelets, it looks like. Yeah, do they have egg cream here? It doesn't look like they have it unless it's under beverages. They do have it, chocolate egg cream. Maybe we'll see if we're gonna get that later. or at least at Dr. Brown's. And then they got omelets as well, and Middle Eastern specialties, falafel, and baklava, sad. But yeah, and then a little cute little kids menu here, like a little 3-ounce deli sandwich. So anyways, guys, I think I'm ready. Question, do you guys, so for the pastrami, do you guys do like half and half sandwiches? Like side to side, like half pastrami, half corned beef? Oh, perfect. Okay, let me do a side by side. Yes, and that's not gonna be mixed. That's like, yeah, I just, okay. And then I'll also try the chicken soup. Matzo ball, please. Thank you.
All right.
Can I hold on to this?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, guys, can't wait. It turns out that they do offer side-by-side sandwiches. You know, I should start saying that, side-by-side, not mixed, so there's no confusion. I've been burned by that before, where I asked for, you know, half pastrami, half corned beef, but they gave me, you know, it mixed up, and I don't want it mixed up. Although, unfortunately, it looks like if you want it side-by-side, it's a little bit more expensive. It's 28 bucks, as opposed to the standard 25, so can't wait. All right, so they brought us some pickles and the matzo ball soup, and look at this wonderfully clear matzo ball soup. Oh my goodness. It looked homemade over there, unless they were really good at faking it, but it looked homemade, and it looks like they've been straining the soup a lot, straining it of all the scum, making it as clear as it can be, and not only does that look good, but keeping intact like the pure essence of the chicken and the flavor, trying to get rid of all the scum and the impurities. Noodles inside, although the noodles look a little, hopefully they won't be too soft, but this matzo ball, oh my goodness, it's also looking light, it's also looking fluffy, and it's a nice white matzo ball looking as pure as the soup, so can't wait to dig into this. And of course the coleslaw and the pickles. So, all right, let's try some of this super clear broth. Actually, I think it needs a little bit of salt and pepper because, like I said, it's a pure flavor of the chicken, but it's almost too pure. Like I feel like it at least needs a little bit of seasoning just to bring it up a notch. So we're gonna do a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper as well. I kind of see let's just say, gonna lower my voice and say that I think there's like a bit of a geriatric population here, so that's probably why the food's a little bit not too salty. So, but let's try this, and oh, that did it. It just needs some salt. That did it. So can amplify like savory flavors and cut back on bitterness. Not that this is bitter, but like it can just amplify meaty flavors. And if you don't have like a hypertension, definitely add some salt. Thank you so much. Oh, actually, we just got our pastrami. Ooh, so let's quickly review the matzo ball. And I don't know if you can see, but there was some steam even coming out of it. And look at how tall these sandwiches are, how super stuffed they are. Oh my goodness. One thing that's amazing about Jewish delis, super generous with their meat. So anyways, now let's try the matzo ball. Ooh, wow. Look at how fluffy this matzo ball is. This might be one of the best looking ones I've ever seen. And we've eaten a lot on this channel, so let's try this. Whoa. That is like one of the wettest, soggiest matzo balls I've ever had. But I don't necessarily dislike it. Let me show you. Like I was expecting this matzo ball to be more fluffy, you know, but it's rather you know, look at this. Like when I press it, you'll even see the broth seeping out like a sponge. Instead, it's kind of soaked up all the broth, like it literally is like an edible sponge. But somehow I like it because the broth is just so pure and clear that I almost don't mind this just being like a vessel to eat the broth. Oh, actually. Oh, actually, the more you eat it, the better it gets. The flavor of the matzah is just incredible. Like it's, like they got a good matzo ball recipe going on here. It's like, it looks simple and it tastes simple, but somehow it just has like more depth of flavor, especially when it soaks up the broth. Whoa, guys, this is holy smokes. I mean, we've had some good matzo balls on this channel. This might be one of the best. I mean, I guess I was expecting it to be fluffier. I was expecting it to hold its texture more, but somehow the more you eat it with the soup, the better it tastes, and it almost kind of has like a chewiness to it. It's almost like a cross between a typical matzo ball and like cornbread. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but like, this is really, really good, trust me. Maybe not cornbread, maybe like custard? There you go, not cornbread. It's more like a mix between matzah and custard, or like sponge cake or something. Wow. Wow, I'm recovering from a cold. That's really hitting the spot. If I'm ever really sick someday, and if Tina wants to be really nice to me, I might send her all the way here to the Bronx to bring me some of that matzo soup. I'll heal really fast from whatever I have. Cold, flu, you know, corona, whatever. So, all right, now on to the sandwiches. The main reason we're here. And the soup has already really blown away my expectations. But the pastrami is looking pretty good too. Look at this beautiful color on this pastrami, and stuffed full of a ton of meat. And I like the way they sliced it. Like, we got bits of the spicy bark throughout too. So yeah, looking forward to this. All right, let's do some mustard first. Okay, smear some of this mustard. Smells like some spicy brown mustard. None of that lame yellow mustard. And now that I removed the top, you also see how fatty this pastrami is. So let's take a bite of this. Okay, I need to take another bite. This is just delicious. Wow. Wow, that is really good. I don't know if maybe it's just that I haven't had pastrami in a long time, but that is really, really good. That is among the best Jewish delis I've ever had. That is, I'll put this up with any Jewish deli I've had in the whole world. Like I said, like in the camera, for some reason it looks more dry than it is, but it's not. Like, you eat it, it's juicy, it's quite oily, quite fatty actually. It's not dry at all. Let me see if I can find a better shot that shows the juiciness. Yeah, like here, maybe this is a better shot. You can sort of see the oil glistening off the pastrami. Now, obviously, this is probably not as tender as, like, for example, the Katz's pastrami, which is why they had to slice it so thin. But this is still plenty tender. I mean, tender by the way they sliced it so thin. And it's extremely fatty, like great burst of delicious fat flavor. Bark evenly distributed throughout the whole sandwich as well. Super generous portion, like super old school Jewish deli, generous big sandwich portion. Definitely getting your money's worth. The flavor of the pastrami itself, the flavor of the spices, the cured flavor, and this bread, guys. This is not like your cheap quality bread. Like one thing I don't like about Katz's, as much as I love Katz's, is that their bread literally disintegrates in your hand. Not this bread. This bread, look, like this is some heavier duty bread. Look at this, not exactly your cheap grocery store quality bread. This is some good quality rye bread. So I don't know, I've had so many good pastrami sandwiches, so to answer the question of which one is my favorite is pretty much an impossible task, but this one's definitely top 3, I would say. This is very, very good. Look at this, last bite. But that's how much I like this. I mean, look, even before taking a bite of the corned beef, I've already eaten the whole pastrami half. It's just so good. Wow, pastrami fix satisfied. Can I get an egg cream? Thank you. Yeah, after those rich pastrami flavors, you really crave, you know, like a sweet soda to cut down on it. I was thinking of either a Dr. Brown soda. I think that tends to go perfectly with pastrami, but I figured, you know, we came all the way up here. I want to see how they make something. I want to see how their egg cream stacks up. So, well, we can always get a Dr. Brown anywhere else in New York and North Jersey. So, oh, I think I hear them making it. I hear them, you know, I hear the glass clinking. So, anyways, while we wait for the egg cream, we'll try the corned beef. Thank you. All right, and the egg cream is here. Oh, baby, take a look at this egg cream. I think maybe they might have needed to stir it more since it looks like there's some chocolate syrup at the bottom. And then we go to the top, served in a big generous glass, and the characteristic foamy head at the top. Wow, egg creams though are time sensitive, so let's drink this right away while the head is still intact. Okay. Oh. I think my hat is in the way. It's like I'm Ash Ketchum. Egg cream. I choose you. You know, that's actually a pretty good one. And I don't usually like chocolate egg creams, even though chocolate is like the more classic flavor. I'm actually more of a gasp vanilla egg cream guy. But I actually kind of dig this. Very, very good. What I like about this is it's not too sweet. I like that the flavor is you know, pretty balanced. It's not too bitingly sweet, not too much syrup being used. Yeah, it goes down easy. Although I do think they probably could have used a little bit more seltzer water, make it a little bit more more bubbly. I think the carbonation is slightly lacking here, and also the temperature of the drink is a little bit not quite cold enough. I feel like it could be a little bit. You know, you might see some condensation, but there should be more. I think it could be a little bit colder, so they could have kept it at a colder temperature. But good though. Like I said, I usually prefer vanilla, and I actually like this one a lot. Nice. Now, time for the corned beef, and this corned beef is looking pretty sweet, does it not? It's looking fatty, it's looking tender, and the color on this is just beautiful. So let's just dive right in. Again, look at how generous of a portion this is. This almost looks bigger than the pastrami. Holy smokes. Turn the hat back. I'm more of a hat forward kind of guy. Wasn't quite part of the hat backwards crowd back in school. Delicious pieces of fat. Hopefully they'll burst with flavor. Okay, the corned beef unfortunately looks better than it tastes. Pretty average, and yeah, there's way better corned beefs at, like, maybe I could name like 10 better corned beefs at other Jewish delis. So yeah, the corned beef's really not that great. Let me break it down. Indeed, those fatty bits do taste good, but unfortunately, the rest of it, it actually, you know, it looks pretty juicy here. It looks pretty oily, but it tastes a little dry, and the flavor is kind of bland and kind of lacking a little bit. Like, not much of that cured flavor that's characteristic of corned beef. When I hold it up close like this, it looks pretty good, I know. Yeah, so you know, other food channels just know that when they eat things that aren't that good, it's easy to make things look good by just taking the right angles. But the corned beef, I don't know, it's also kind of lacking in seasoning. Like, it kind of could just use more salt at least. And I know you can salt it yourself, but the pastrami did not really suffer from this. Let's try eating a piece on its own. Maybe it'll taste better, like, without so many layers. So a little bit, but honestly, the main parts that taste good are those fatty bits that, like I showed you, like these pieces of fat taste pretty good, while the rest of it tastes, you know, kind of dry, kind of bland, and not really great, I think so. But it's okay. A bit of a miss with the corned beef, but a huge smashing success with the pastrami and as well as the matzo ball soup. So I guess let's try the pickle before we wrap up the review. Half sour first. Actually, that's like halfway between a half sour and a full sour. Like, look, it almost has like a full sour interior and a half sour exterior. Wow, so that's stronger than most half sours. I don't usually like half sours, and I like this because it's a little bit stronger. One of them full sours. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Really, really good. Super vinegary, super pickled, brine flavor. Yeah, I love half sours. I love full sours. But I guess it's time for some final thoughts. Should I go outside or should I share them here? I think it's okay if I share them here. I don't think anyone's really paying attention to me, so it should be okay. But honestly, I'm glad I came all the way up here to Liebman's, and this is definitely among the best Jewish delis I've ever been to, and we've been to lots of good ones. I would say up until this point, Katz's, Pastrami Grill and Bistro, 2nd Avenue Deli, those are probably my three. And I think Katz's and Pastrami Grill Bistro in New Jersey are kind of related, but now I think, as good as 2nd Avenue was, I think that this place, Liebman's, might have leapfrogged into that top three, and the top two are like related too. Sure, maybe the corned beef wasn't so good, but then I'll just know not to get it next time. But the pastrami was fantastic. I don't know, I would put that pastrami up with any pastrami ever in the whole world, and everything else was also generally good. I really think that this place needs more hype. Like, I think this place, you know, it doesn't have the crowds that you get at like Katz's, but I think one thing that's hurting this place is that it's far. It's all the way in the Bronx and in Riverdale, not in the South Bronx. It's hard to get to. That's why it really is a neighborhood spot, and boy is it a neighborhood spot. I mean, they have no shortage of customers. Like, locals alone are completely giving this place all the business they ever need. So it's a shame that, you know, it's not much of a tourist destination, but maybe that's good. That's good for the local people here, and it's good for people like me who can treat this place as their special getaway whenever I want to take like a 1 hour train ride all the way across New York City. So anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and glad to get back into another Jewish deli. And yeah, if there's another Jewish deli you think I should eat at that I haven't yet, let me know in the comments for sure, because great minds eat alike. And as always, if you like my vids, like and subscribe. That way you stay up to date whenever I post another video. So I'm definitely not leaving until I eat this whole matzo ball. It is just absolutely delicious. I'm gonna be remembering this custardy matzo ball for a while. So guys, until next time, I'll see you later.